On her 1996 debut, Hardcore, Lil' Kim burst onto the scene with high fashion references, sexually suggestive images, and lyrics to match, carving a now popular lane for women in hip-hop.
Well, the type of things that she used to say, I used to be into. Like, I always used to like the slutty talk. Like, yeah, wow, this is so cool.
You wanna be my main squeeze, baby, don't you? You wanna get between my knees, baby.
You wanna be my main squeeze, baby, don't you? You wanna give a bitch a seed, baby, don't you?
He laughed, told me he bought a new path. Could he come over right fast and fuck my pretty ass? Outcast, nigga, the dick was trash. I can't fuck a lame nigga. Put some diamonds on your teeth so you can give me brain, nigga.
But what Kim really did was expand the range of acceptable behavior for women in hip-hop. Instead of just rhymes about sex, she took the misogynistic sexuality of hardcore male rappers and turned it into an empowering sexuality for hardcore female rappers.
You gotta go on.
Lil' Kim, born Kimberly Denise Jones, grew up in Brooklyn, New York, with her parents Linwood Jones and Ruby Mae Jones and her older brother Christopher. As a child, Kim saw her father physically abuse her mother before they divorced when Kim was 9 years old. There was a great deal of verbal abuse, she recalls. And there was one time when my mother had black eyes. My father told people she had fallen. Kim and Christopher stayed with their father after the separation, and she became the new target of his anger.
I think it was when I was 13 and I wanted to have a boyfriend. That was just like, oh hell. I think he called me a bitch and that was it. You know how we get. I mean, especially your father calling you a bitch, it's like, what? Did he hit you? Yeah.
Kim left home as a teen and did whatever it took to make ends, including working at Bloomingdale's, running errands for drug dealers, and trading sex for housing and food. It wasn't until she began working with Biggie, who she knew from her Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn neighborhood in the early 1990s, that she adopted the moniker Lil' Kim and pursued music fully.
Keep this on the hush.
I know you see me on the video. I know from day one. She was always standing out, you know what I'm saying? I knew she had some skills. And I knew what I was planning on doing as far as with the Junior Mafia project. And she just fit the criteria.
Biggie linked with Puffy and his then fledgling Bad Boy Records to release his 1994 debut album, Ready to Die, where Kim appeared on Fuck Me and Friend of Mine. In 1995, he used his power to get his friends, including Kim, an Atlantic Records deal to release Junior Mafia's Conspiracy album, which prominently featured Kim rapping.
Bitches rubber dub in the back of the club, straight up. Do you know who I be? Little Kim the Lieutenant. Right.
She was influenced by two big acts coming up, taking their images and flair to the next level.
The reason why my style is so sexy gangstrous is because I mixed MC Light and Salt and Pepper. That's all I saw when I used to like rap.
And when Kim's 1996 debut album Hardcore hit shelves, she proved with songs like No Time and Crush on You that she could hold her own while spitting sex-positive rhymes.
No money, no licky, licky. Fuck your dicky, and your picky. Give me your loot, your neck 11, then shoot.
Kim's music shocked people. Though it's widely known that Big helped her pen lyrics, Kim's words inspired generations. She was even racier than Foxy Brown, whose 1996 debut came after Hardcore, and rode the same raunchy wave.
With a pop, brace yourself as the ride on top. Close your eyes as you ride, right out your socks.
Before you nut, I'ma dribble down your butt cheeks, make you wiggle, then giggle just a little. I'm drinking babies, then I cracks for the Mercedes.
Kim wasn't only sexually empowered, she flipped her traditional gender role.
Got buffoons eating my pussy while I watch cartoons, sleep till noon.
Hardcore debuted at number 11 on the Billboard 200, the highest debut for a female rap album at the time. No Time, the lead single, reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot Rap Songs chart and peaked at number 18 on the Hot 100 chart. Crush on You peaked at number 9 on the Hot R&B and Hip Hop Airplay chart. Kim's Not Tonight remix featuring Missy Elliott, Angie Martinez, The Brat, and TLC's Left Eye peaked at number 6 on the Hot 100. But not everyone was a fan of Kim's liberated sexuality, even though men were rarely trashed for doing similar things. As the MC told feminist cultural critic Bell Hooks in a 1997 Paper magazine interview, quote, "But all of a sudden, we have a female who happens to be a rapper, like me, and my doing it is wrong. And because I like doing it, it's even more wrong because we fought for years as women to do the same things that men are doing." And in the late 90s, Kim pointed out how she was treated differently than her pop and fashion counterparts who were accepted.
What makes this poster or me any different than a model? what makes me any different than Madonna.
You know, that's how you capture people's attention that are from the streets, just like you.
Right.
And I'm just telling a story, and I want people who aren't from the streets to also know where I'm coming from.
Despite the backlash, Kim remained explicit with her second album, 2000's The Notorious K.I.M., and her follow-ups.
Stop, look, and listen. Get back to your position. Lil' Kim not a whore, but I sex a nigga so good he gotta tell his boys, why spend mine when I can spend yours?
The flack of my music has done a total 360. I can't even believe it. I thank God so much. I thank God that I'm starting to get a little love now.
No matter what people say, Kim kicked in the door with hardcore and gave women in hip-hop the freedom to express themselves explicitly.
I love the D, that's my favorite letter. My news in your phone taking up your data. My cakes got fatter, bad use it come as the batter.
I'ma do splits on it, yeah, splits on it. I'm a bad bitch, I'ma throw fits on it. I'ma bust it open, I'ma go stupid and be a fits on it.
All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your pussy like this.
Now you don't know now, ho. That'll stand more ass than me. You don't know now, ho. That'll make you come like me.
She was doing a thing before me. She paved the way.
Right.
She was the first one coming out with the little, you know what I mean, the sexy thing.
Bitches got that step from Kim. Hot game, ho, here we go again. Light as a rock, bitch. Hard as a cop, bitch. This shit not